For 10 years, I've been the world heavyweight champion. Often imitated, never duplicated. This is the real deal. Woo!
TBS proudly presents world champion Ric Flair in his first televised title defense against the young, hungry, and dangerous Scott Steiner. Clash of the Champions, Dixie Dynamite. Live at 8:05 Eastern on TBS Wednesday night, January 30th.
The Dynamite explodes next on The Dynamite explodes next on TBS.
Jim, which one was it? Was it Crystal, Pepsi Crystal? Well, what the fuck was
that? Crystal Pepsi?
Yeah. So which one was it? That was the text flies in and the do the Van Hagar plays.
That was absolutely Crystal Pepsi. Right now.
That had
and then SNL had the commercial spoof of Crystal Gravy.
Yes. I say all that to say very clearly this either had to have come out before this fucking clash or something, because that Flair 7-time world champion, it's like do little background, he's like, I've been a champion for a decade. I'm like, bro, this is such a ripoff of every commercial, every fucking music video in the 90s. And we'll get into the big one with Barry and Arn later, but you know, it's weird. Like, you definitely can tell booking has changed, and it's a good thing. Like, I will say the wrestling is better now by far. You know, like we have long matches with guys that are good now, whereas it's not like, you know, I don't know, fucking the Southern Boys against State Patrol for 20 minutes. You know, we're not doing that now. We've got a little more of a focus, and I found out why, and it coincides with a video, and I guess I'll plug him because he's doing great shit over there. Deep Cuts, WCW Deep Cuts, Tom Green, not that Tom Green, long time internet wrestling guy. He's super cool.
My bum is on your lips. My bum is on your lips.
Yeah, not the Daddy, would you like some sausages guy, but so. He just out of nowhere before our podcast puts out the video of, hey, did you know Dusty Rhodes booked WCW before he officially was out of WWF? And so it's this whole thing of like, he was still in their contract. He was, you know, set to appear at the Rumble. And, you know, hey, this is old school, right? Dusty never fucking, there's one thing about Dusty. I don't think he ever no-showed any show ever. I don't ever remember that, you know, very old school in that way. Good, dependable guy. That's why he was one of the top guys in the 70s. So he's like, okay, cool. I'm taking this WCW job. And, you know, this is before non-compete. So Vince is like, okay, whatever. Right. Like, I'm done with you. Fucking bye, toy. I'm done with. And so the really fun part is he, of course, could not be at the buildings because that is breach of contract. So what he did is Barry Windham booked for him through the phone, which I love the thought of, you know, 91. This is real. This is real shit, right? So he's at a payphone. It's 91. And he's like, all right, boss. Yeah. Oh, you want Tom Zink to win the TV title over Arn? Yeah, that'll be a great conversation to have with him. So,
Dusty showed up at a payphone and did 1-800 dial ATT to call collect. You telling me makes me a little sad because it totally could have been Danny.
Yeah,
I mean, if Dusty was giving Danny the booking, I mean, come on, that would have been great, man. Because you know, shit would have gotten totally telephoned in there somewhere.
Yeah, no,
Ranger Ross for the title, man. He's getting a world title. Dusty said so. I don't know.
Rick, I'm telling you, he said Dangerous Dan world champ. I'm sorry. Like, Luger, no. I'm beating Luger for the U.S. at Wrestle War, he said, and I'm beating your ass. So get ready. So that's a fun little wrinkle. And then, of course, his literal first day period officially was the Clash, which, holy fuck, what a cluster that was. And that kind of explains everything. Here's all I have for the build, because this is a bizarre time. And did you notice the 120 WCW being preempted, and why? Did you catch the big?
I did. I don't know if I caught the why. Was it golf?
I don't know what it was, because all they said was, now remember, next week we're preempted. It ain't gonna be Saturday. It's gonna be Sunday afternoon, and it's because of the Hawaiian Open. I don't know what Open that is. The Hawaiian
I believe
Open.
I believe it's golf, and that's why in my head it was the Ryder Cup. So the Hawaiian Open.
Yeah. Just
I mean, it's just kind of weird though, right? Like that show aired at night. I mean, just weird to like run a golf tournament like 8 p.m. at night.
Oh, they did.
Like it's an old audience. I don't know.
Because you actually got to remember, and I do remember, because I was a huge WCW mark, and they still had the same time slot even when I got into wrestling in '94. It was 6:05 Eastern, 5:05 Central. So actually, it makes sense that golf would be on kind of in that, like
even earlier. It's running till the end of that show, kind of. You don't know how late it's going to run. They don't want the baseball shit happening to them again.
Oh right,
yeah.
Football's like winding down, so that makes sense that they'd be like caring about golf out of there.
Give me some sport, anything. I need something. I need programming. Yeah, it's the build. The build is definitely a bit odd. We get 2 title changes. A Z-Man. And there's absolutely one big thing we have to cover in the run-up. Z-Man wins the title over Arn. They replay it. I didn't see the version. I saw it on the replay. He wins it clean. Wins it with a flying dropkick and pins him.
Yeah,
which was honestly surprising. Just like, whoa, title change and everything is like just happened. Cool. And then Ric Flair wins it at the Meadowlands show, which apparently was a huge show because it had the Lex Luger versus Big Cat football match.
Yeah.
Which I think just meant they had shoulder pads and helmets on. I couldn't really tell, and Lawrence Taylor led Lex to the ring. A lot happened in the Meadowlands for that event. That really probably seemed like it should have been the Clash.
Yeah.
But yes, we got that. Rip Rogers shows up. There's a Rip Rogers Brian Pillman match.
Yeah.
And there's no pins allowed in the first 5 minutes.
You want to know why?
What the fuck was that? No.
So the promo before, he explains, it's because I can go all day and all night, baby. I don't know. Yeah. So that
means we can't pin each other for the first 5 minutes? I don't get that, man.
Which is a greater conversation of how fucked the Jim Herd era was, by the way. This guy's a job guy that just showed up, and he's deciding the matches. He's like, you know what, motherfucker? You can't pin no one for the first 5. And Jim Herd and company just went, yeah, that sounds about right. Whoa.
We have our new gimmick match, guys. The no first 5 minutes match.
Yeah.
The 1-5 Saturday night also, I believe, gives us a double debut with Minotaur versus Mountain Man Bailey.
Yeah.
I don't know if I saw him again or not, but I think they come back for the Phoenix show, I think. But yeah, so that was a thing that happened. But then on the 12th, the sexiest wrestler contest is announced.
Oh, buddy. The build for this was heavier than for fucking Scott and Rick for the title. No exaggeration.
Okay, so on the screen, they show us Lex. I believe they show us Sting.
They do.
And they shows Brian Pillman. And I know JR is so pissed that Tom Zink's not up there. He is so fucking pissed. But don't worry. Don't worry, JR. Don't worry, JR. We'll take care of you, buddy. You wrote your postcard. You got carpal tunnel from writing so many postcards. I get you, buddy. Yeah, you had to send a postcard to a P.O. box to let them know who your sexiest wrestler is. And this is a thing that seriously happened in January of 1991 on WCW television.
Well, and for those of you Zoomers that don't really understand what we're saying, because you're like, right into a P.O. box. Okay, so before the internet took over the world and ruined your attention span, there was shit called like write-in contests and shit. This was huge in wrestling too. I know the famous one was the write in your vote of confidence for the Honky Tonk Man, when they kept trying to make him a babyface in '86 and it just failed miserably. They've done this 400 times. I mean, Wrestler of the Year in Memphis, I think, went this way forever. I don't think it ever was legit. So it's just a way to like, I think back in the day, it's genius in a way that I think that's how they got their mailing lists. You know what I mean? Like they were like, all right, now we got you, sucker. We're going to mail you shit. That's
how they got their mailing list. And here's another thing. And they did this previously with like pen pals or something, and they encourage kids to write in. And I'm like, they're just looking for hookups when they get to town.
Oh yeah.
I'm hitting Pittsburgh. Hey, who of Pittsburgh said I'm the sexiest wrestler? The one where they had kids writing in definitely got me concerned as well, because I know how these freaks run. So, yeah, so 12 Kids is the sexiest wrestler contest, which I know I popped personally.
Yeah.
Z-Man is getting interviewed by Paulie, and it's as awesome as it sounds. And then Bobby Eaton and Terry Taylor both come out claiming they want a match. Terry, honestly, I think the biggest story here is Terry Taylor just bitching that it should have been his title match, because he went the distance twice. Mm-hmm. And it's like, dude, that's kind of the idea is to win within 15 minutes. You know, it's the champ gets to hold on to it. So he just has this whole hissy fist the whole time for this cycle of I deserve that title shot. We get word LT will be appearing, and we get Norman and Sid. Norman, the trucker, the trucking Santa, the Santa trucker. And Sid wins, and JR says, with a leg drop like no other.
Yeah. And
so we know where that's a shot at. They let us know during the show Rick won the title.
Yep.
Do you remember how he won it?
Yeah, the worst way that has ever been. They hit heads, and Sting fell, and Flair fell, right as his feet were dangling on the rope to get the advantage, even though it looks nothing like that mattered, and just got a 3 and slid out of East Rutherford. It's unbelievable. It's like,
I remember it was shitty. I just didn't remember exactly the shit that was attached to it.
Yeah, it was
Conan shows back up.
Yeah,
cool.
Has a shit.
It's the same Conan. It's the same Conan, right?
100%.
Okay. He looks like ripped here.
Oh yeah.
Paul alludes that Missy got her job through sex, basically, and that's how she's keeping it.
That's a huge beat in this build, buddy. And it's like, oh yeah, this is why she sued the fuck out of you and got money, because whoo. And at the Clash, it is the zenith of, oh man, you guys are gonna get sued out the ass. But we'll get to that. But yeah, this
and Bobby and Terry have a match there. And I said, holy fuck, people. No pay-per-view matches 15 minutes, and this thing went 15 minutes. And only good thing we got during the cycle really was the 8-man tag that crossed over from 2 shows that you had to make effort to find.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? This is a great example of like how important, and this is going to sound ranty, but I'm not going to go on that long. You know, footage conservation is, because when you think about it, this is fucking January 91. This should not be hard to find. This should be at our fingertips. We have full seasons of wrestling television from the early 80s. However, the problem is when you break it down, it's like Main Event was a total afterthought show. I don't know if they really promoted very well that this match was not going to be complete and that it was going to, you know, end on Main Event. So the people that, you know, we have all of the WCW shows, we do, especially from 91 that I've noticed. But Main Event spotty as shit just in general. And I had to dig deep into my fucking shit too. I was like, wait, what? Oh, it was in this other file of like other shit that this guy just was like, have it. And it's even labeled WCW. It's not labeled WCW Main Event. So I don't think a lot of people understood. This was fun though. This was really good. And I even wrote down, I was like, this is really kind of a snapshot of where WCW is as a whole right now. Because Brian is like the guy in weight that just keeps being great and no one's giving him shit. The Steiners are, honestly, aside from Sting, I think your top act. I think, you know, that there's no doubt. At least push-wise, they're getting more than like any other act. They just won a fucking tag tournament. They're the U.S. tag champ, all that shit. They were just the world tag champs like a year ago. And then the Four Horsemen, and Sid is still in the fold here. And it's like, okay, I don't know when this ends, but it feels done to everybody else. You know, this feels like when you have a buddy that has a shitty relationship and no one has the heart to tell him like, it's over, you know, like this is done and you just don't know yet. That's what the Horseman Sid situation is in early 91.
I feel like we just wasted so much Sid.
Yes, we did.
And we also wasted Sting's title reign.
Yeah.
Sting's title reign was a defense against Sid and then Black Scorpion shit for like 5 months.
Yeah.
And then he loses it. It's just that man deserved a better fucking title reign than that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he could have been beaten on. He could have been wrestling Barry. He could, get him get some of the other heels, but like
Arn?
No, he was stuck with this Black Scorpion shit for forever.
Like we wasted all that energy and time on Black Scorpion. And like if it was today, right? And it's so normalized now to do like champion versus champion stuff. And am I happy about that? Not really, to be honest. I'm kind of an old head in that way. I think that shit should be important. However, I get it. And I do sort of in the same way also like when belts also mean you're like the number one contender. I always love that about the US title in WCW. And they keep with it and it's pretty good. And like right now I would say AEW is doing it with the TNT title, it feels like. So with that said, I go, man, we wasted all this time on Black Scorpion. And like the easy move is just throw Sting and Arn together. Have Arn be like, I'm the best wrestler on TV. Why is everyone talking about this fucking roid head over here? He don't know nothing. He's got a bad knee. Like Arn is the guy here. And it's always been that way with him. It's so strange.
He already faced it.
Yeah.
Give him Arn, give him Barry, and then have Rick beat him. Like at least there, it's like 3 solid stories you can go through, kind of. And just we just got stuck with this Black Scorpion shit for 4 months, 3 months. It's like forever. It felt like forever.
It was forever. And like you said, it wasted his run. I mean, it just feels like what a waste of time. Thank God for him in a way that there were so many moving leaders of the company though, because every now and then one like Kip Fry would show up and he'd be like, well, no, Sting's our guy. What are you doing? He's the marketable guy here. What are we doing?
You show him first in every single commercial.
Yeah.
Like he's our guy. Let's just go with him.
Everyone in the crowd has a Sting shirt on or paint on their fucking face. Why can't we figure this out? But the other thing, speaking of Arn and Barry, buddy, how early 90s was that black and white promo, dude, of just... And you know what? I loved it because I got it. Like when you lived it, and I wasn't even that old, but like when I was cognizant, even in like the late 90s, I would go back. I've always had that where I really enjoy like older shit. I just like it. Like I fucking love 70s commercials, like I'm that weird guy. So I love and I appreciate, at the time, the quick cut, like fucking text, fucking edit, fucking black and white shit that was going on in the early 90s. Like
it's a very David Fincher music videos, like Vogue and things like that, kind of taking that kind of a style.
Yeah.
So,
what's the one with Chris Isaac? You know what I mean?
Wiki Game, man. Wiki Game.
Yeah. See, like people,
and that was ninth grade. So that was right here.
There you go,
that was
dude.
right here in this era.
Well,
yeah.
I was gonna say, I know they ripped off something. It's very clear that they have, and this is also, and I said this feels fresh and new, so I know Dusty came up with it, right? There's no way Ole and the fucking old mothball herds are fucking doing this.
Is the interesting thing there is the fact that Dusty's been in Connecticut around Vince, seeing how they form shows, seeing how they develop their ideas. And maybe he brings some of that stuff over here and improves the product, which would be great because, man, 1990 was not fun.
Well, I'll just say we'll see.
We'll see.
Because
listen, I have hopes, dreams, and aspirations. Let's just see if they happen.
Yeah, well, we got a great Wrestle War coming up. That's good. But anywho, that's what I got for the fucking build. I don't think anything else is important, to be honest. There's nothing else here.
I mean, let's look at the card real fast.
Yeah.
No.
There we go.
Nothing. Nope. Zero. Zilch. Nothing else. Nothing else mattered on this run up to the Dixie Dynamite, which drew about 2,200.
Of course. Well, It's in
Crushing it, guys.
the mecca of WCW, Gainesville, Georgia. So huge. I couldn't believe there was a skyline for the interstitials. I was like, there's a skyline for Gainesville, Georgia? I mean, I apologize to all you Gainesville fucking residents listening. All one of you, maybe. I do know that AJ Styles is from Gainesville, Georgia, so he might come beat the shit out of me. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, and this is actually the card that made him decide to become a wrestler.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
Because
sure.
he said, if these idiots can do it, so can I.
I was at home watching TBS, man, and I saw Doom versus Sting and Lex Luger, and I knew. Yeah, so that is our opener, and I'm like, whoa, you know what? That's a fucking opener and a half. Also, before that even happens, they just mention Dusty's there. I thought there was this big entrance. No, they just go, all right, well, I'm JR here with Dusty Rhodes, and you're like, I can't imagine when you're a kid in 91, you'd had to have been like, what? What do you mean the polka dot guy is on commentary here? What the fuck is that? But
how long was he gone for? Like a year and a half? 2 years?
Yeah, he was gone from December of '88 all the way through to December of '90. So almost 2. Well,
Missed you, Dusty, but you say some absolute nonsense on the mic, bro.
Oh, dude, yeah.
He said Scott Steiner versus Ric Flair was shaping up to be like the greatest championship match ever.
Oh yeah. The greatest championship match ever put on television, baby. I think that's what he exactly says, and
I believe so as well.
It definitely was not. Yeah, Doom against Sting and Luger. Very like, I don't remember this ever being built. I don't remember there being an angle really. So it's just, hey. 4 guys.
Yeah, I don't remember Doom doing shit during.
They didn't do anything
at all, like on the shows. Like I think they might have like had a match or something against like jobbers.
They like did the thing where like, oh, they retained the belts of Starrcade. They're fucking rusting up, and then literally maybe a week or 2 before this, they have a job match, and that's it. I think so. Here's what I love though. In the middle of this, Dusty went, you know what? I'm going to do a match inside a match, baby. And in the middle of a match that could have been good, Dangerous Dan jumps the rail, beats the shit out of Lex in front of the referee. There's no way the referee ever was unaware of this. And no bell happened. There's no DQ there. And then right before that happens, it's like his cue. JR goes, oh, and by the way, Lex is going to defend the U.S. title against Dangerous Dan at WrestleMore. And we're like, wait, what? We're not even done with this match. So he's going to be double champion maybe? And just, oh, fuck. And so then,
just to look ahead real quick.
Yeah, just.
At Starrcade, he'll be wrestling.
We really need you to buy this pay-per-view coming up, man, because we fucked up our scheduling. And everything's kind of out of whack. And we got a new booker. He's sitting right next to me. I'm really actually I'm held hostage right now, actually, with my thoughts. So yeah, Dan jumps the rail, leaves Lex fucking laying. Fuck him. And then there's a DQ. Oh, I know what happens. I think Ron
over the top rope.
Yeah, Sting over the top. And it's great because he takes the bump and he's like, what the fuck? And the ref just raises his hand. And he's like, oh, I got the shit beat out of me, but I won the match and no belts. So that sucked.
I mean, it's just so weird that it's like over the top as a disqualification, but it's
man.
Literally the rule in a battle royal.
Yeah, and then like how they like let that, because you'll hear it from JR. Well, you know, here in the NWA or WCW, it is it's like it was like a point of pride to them. Like, really? You think that's a good finish? That's fucking horrible. Anyway, speaking of horrible, here we go. We got Zeman.
No, first we have
God.
Missy with the announcement of the sexiest wrestler.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's the guy she voted for because she thinks he's the sexiest too, Z-Man. Yeah. And again, this is the reason why JR has carpal tunnel in both of his hands from writing so many postcards.
Oh, 100%. And he's really upset that Missy got to say the name. Why wasn't that me?
Why couldn't that have been me?
Oh, fucking. So there you go. And then Dusty's like, fuck, what did I come into? Like, Z-Man is a thing now?
He's
like,
the sexiest
wrestler
wrestler we have, and a TV champion. What
and
the,
it's
who the
Dusty,
fuck's
so
he
he's like,
blowing?
well, it should be me, baby. Like, wow, you know he thinks that. But Zeman is here, and for whatever reason, he's the world television champion, and he is so lucky because he just draws the 1991 Bobby Eaton card, which is like one of the greatest. Because Bobby Eaton in 91 ends up being like a fucking marvel. I think starting with fucking Wrestle War coming up, so that's awesome. Really starting
The crowd was loud behind Bobby. I mean, there was Bobby chants. It was fucking crazy because I mean, our sexiest wrestler face TV champ just won, and the crowd is just chanting Bobby, 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 fucking mad.
They loved it, man. And
it's and this is something that happened. I feel like 3 times on the show. It's like a really shitty 3 count.
Yes.
They are so fast. Yeah. Like the referee counts him hitting the ground as a 1, and then like 1, 2, and then like half the pinfalls just seem like mistakes.
Yes.
Like, was that supposed to happen? Was it supposed to be a pin because the person will like kick out right after 3? The referee will like count 3. So like I said, like he'll hit the ground to start the chant, and that's already 1. And then it's just 2 more real fast, and the match is over. But yeah, just a bad 3 count, and it will not be the last time we see that on this show.
No, and the fact that it's a bad 3 count is also due to it being Zeman wins this. It's like, wow, really? Just fuck Bobby. We gutted his whole tag team, his whole thing, took his manager away. Because we just didn't think they were worth shit. We thought Bobby by himself was great, and he is. But, Paul Lee coming in here within a few months, that really amps it up. I just thought about it. Yeah, you know what? 91 might end up being pretty good because I do remember some stuff being awesome. I don't know what the fuck happened before the match, but this Tommy Rich, Allen Iron Eagle Freebirds affair, oh, buddy.
The York Foundation may have announced there was a new member joining, or JR said it. Somebody says beforehand, there'll be a new addition to the York Foundation. I think it was Miss Alexander York in a cut-in video, I think, says it for whatever reason.
Whoa.
I think, because it's Bobby versus E-Man, and that it definitely happened during that match. For reasons,
okay.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, that whole fucking York Foundation thing, by the way, it just sort of like goes away in my mind because I think it's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard of in my fucking life. And then Allen Iron Eagle shows up, and I'm like, wow, here he is, and he sucks. He's terrible.
Tommy Rich just absorbs tag team partners. Yeah. He is like a ship, and a tag team partner is just a barnacle, or he's the barnacle. I don't know what it is, but Tommy Rich is just like, just give me a wrestler. I'll take Ranger Ross. I'll take Norman. I'll take Allen Iron Eagle. I don't give a fuck. Just put me in a tag team. I don't want to do all the work in a match.
Perfect. And he doesn't do any of the work here. He's literally just watching Iron Eagle, fuck whatever his name is, Dickhead. I'll just call him Dickhead because there ain't much. And then they just he literally just like watches him take the finish. It's like, fuck, Tommy. I mean, but aren't we all Tommy, right? Like, how many times have we all just went, you know what? You fucking lift that heavy thing at work. I'm not fucking doing it.
Yeah, I mean, just I'm on the cage match kind of thing. It just kind of for this show, they give Wrestling Observer newsletter gives only 3 matches a 3-star rating. And only 1 match exceeds a 5 cage match rating. This is the show we're on. And this show right here is a 2.6 with a 1 star from the Wrestling Observer newsletter.
Whoa. Well,
Like, the Freebirds were tag team champions like 9 months ago, 8 months ago. Like, what the fuck, man?
I mean, there you go, man.
I mean, they win, but this is who they're wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
I mean, they're the most like utility thing ever to management. It's like, well, to be fair, I did just kind of remember that PS did have that Coke drug test failure. So that doesn't really make it look great. But
sorry, bro.
Come on. It's the early 90s. That's my favorite about anyone that does drugs, right? They're always like, come on, man. It's 8 p.m. Hey, what? It's Wednesday. Like,
it's legal somewhere.
Yeah, come on, motherfucker. All right, that was good in the sense that it was bad, and then this.
This is two great matches in a row that I have comments for. Is Tommy Allen Iron Eagles or Freebirds, and I write down WTF.
Yeah,
and then it's Sid versus Joey Maggs, and I say why.
Well, before that, actually, I have the before that.
Dusty and Paulie on something.
Oh, yeah, this was good.
Hit me. I kind of forget what it was. I only have that written.
He's fucking talking all this shit. I think it's to Alexandra or something. And Dusty comes in. They do like it's with Schiavone. It's with Tony Schiavone. And there's like this weird, like, it's like, so you fucking guys don't know what you're doing. Where you see JR and Dusty in the big screen, quote unquote. And then in the little picture-in-picture is Paul E. in the Eagle's Nest / the fucking side of the fucking stage with Schiavone, and there's this back and forth, and Dusty just literally, you can see it's not part of the segment. He just starts shitting on Paulie. And Paulie is like, you can literally see Paulie's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? But he goes with it. And then at the end, I love it. They're like, all right, we're going to get out of here. And Dusty's like, I hope Missy beat you, baby. I got Missy. And I'm like, that is what Dusty's value was at this point going forward. It's not in the ring, obviously. It's not fucking anything else or booking, but also this. Like, just throw him in there with another guy that can fucking talk, and it's money.
Yeah, this Sid match got me sad because like when Sid came down, I'm like, wait, like we're literally at the point where he's taking on Joey Maggs. Like, why isn't he beating Z-Man's ass for the TV title, or out there challenging Lex for the US title? Like, he's going against Joey Maggs for 1 minute and 11 seconds.
Well, Here's why, and it goes into the post-match Schiavone promo. And I wrote this. Can we smell the fear that walks in the ring? No, but I can smell their tights when you powerbomb their bowels out. Sid has a goal, and I'm pretty sure part of that is the East Arkansas softball regional champions of just West Memphis. Lofty. That's why. Because I think even early on, due to it not being so like in the fucking newsletters like it was later, I think he always was this motherfucker. I think he just, this is my job. I love softball, which what a bizarre thing for a 7-footer to like. And listen, I'm not judging anybody, but Sid, brother, why couldn't you have just went into baseball then? That tells me you weren't very good at softball. I'm sorry. I don't want to disparage the dead. I love Sid. He is literally, I mean, no doubt the best Arkansan wrestler. Because there's not a lot of them. There's not a lot of famous Arkansan wrestlers, okay? So he's got to be number one, I think. I can't think of anyone else.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm not.
Sure. It's just, I want more from Sid, but I'm sure he's like, I only have to work for a minute and a half. All right, cool. I'll do it.
And that was like his thing. That's like the famous thing when he goes to ECW in 99. It was never a deal. It was a handshake, like whatever per shot thing. And it was literally, he was like, that's fucking great. I stay in shape because I just do the fucking 90 job match. Whatever. That's what he wanted. Good for you, dude. You made a lot of money doing 3-minute jobs. Oh, man, you talk about a match that should have been a job match. Ricky Morton and Terry Taylor. This was the most, it's like the whole thing with the York thing, right? It's like, the nucleus is not bad. In fact, I think you could use this nucleus to make something good if it had substance. But like this whole thing, why did we start the match before Alexandra shows up in the picture to go, hey, by the way, Terry's our new guy and he's about to just beat Ricky? It's like, what? Why don't your fucking thing be called Spoiler? Because that's all this is, and it's dumb to me. It's like you're giving me finishes to shit that didn't matter to begin with. Why do I care?
And so Terry and Ricky, I believe Terry was shitting on Ricky a little bit during interview, saying like, "Why are you getting a title shot? I get a title shot." And I think here they're get a TV title shot, and it stars they're wrestling. Oh, they're friends. They've been a 6-man. For this woman with her little keyboard at ringside, like, what do you think she's going to do to you?
Yeah.
And then Terry attacks Ricky, and then ends up winning the match, and Terry is now part of the York Foundation.
Woohoo. So there you go. And then we're shown a badass little highlight video of the JWP women who were going to have a little exhibition at Wrestle War. And I'm like, wow, another classic example when people want to talk about, like, whatever, women's wrestling evolution, all that stuff. It's like the problem was never that people were unaware of how good the women were. The problem was I don't think anyone ever fucking had a clue as to how to use them. And I mean, as indicative of the Missy shit, I don't think right now was the right time anyway. So,
I mean, it's just that you're always having sexist men in charge.
Yeah,
it's kind of what it really comes down to.
Yeah.
Men who see women for their one purpose to society, which we definitely don't get with Missy at all, especially later. We get that nice clip for the Japanese women coming to Wrestle War. So yeah, oh cool! Like, wow, you guys actually know what's going to happen a month from now. That's pretty cool. One other thing I'll throw in here now before we get to 3 matches that don't fucking matter at all is that Sting wins Wrestler of the Year.
Yeah.
From PWI, so he gets awarded that. So good for him. But yeah, our next 3 matches are. We also must remember we're in Desert Shield / Storm now. We did a national anthem. Dusty's telling us how great America is, and he's such a proud American. So of course we have to bring out Ranger Ross versus El Cubano.
Yeah.
I was surprised I didn't get somebody from the Middle East here yet, but so Ranger Ross comes out for a 3-minute match. We're so excited for. We get the 4 Horsemen: Anderson, Arn, and Barry versus the Renegade Warriors, which is like Al and Iron Eagles, like Kirkland's signature brand or something.
Yeah, it wasn't much better.
And then the match before the main event is Flying Brian versus Buddy Lee Parker.
Oh, but before that, very important fucking announcement. And I like how they did this.
Yes, and yeah. I just wanted to get those 3 matches out of the way, just so we got those out of the way. They're done.
They were very smart. They showed literally the like minute before the eye pop out moment between Vader and Stan and All Japan. But they really put over like, no, this shit's crazy. They fucking kill each other, right? And then I like how they did this. They went from the video to Skiavone with Stan standing there. It's literally a jump scare. You're like, what the fuck? Stan's here. And he's losing his chaw everywhere all over himself because, somebody had a certain fetish, I'm sure. And you want to talk about a promo to sell a match. He's like, there's a reason that it's in Japan. It's because these boys here can't handle it. They can't fight. But, Big Van Vader and Stan Hansen can. We're going to fight in Phoenix. And I was like, dude, I was about to literally learn, like, physics and all that to make a time machine, to go back to Phoenix in February of 91 to watch this motherfucking match. Because I don't think video's enough. I think I really need to, like, get in touch with Doctor Who here. I gotta fucking get back there, okay? I might come back next week and I have a full live correspondence and everyone's like, what happened? Don't ask, okay? Don't fucking ask. This is fucking amazing, dude.
I like the main event. Yeah. And I would say outside the main event, the Van Vader Stan Hansen / Stan interview and the Japanese women clip are like my 3 favorite things on the show. Literally. My 3 favorite things on the show right there. They show Stan versus Vader. And I mean, that shit just looks, shit looks like strong style. And yeah, their preparedness, it stands out there. His shoes running down his chin. It's just great. Like I said, basically my favorite parts of the show were 2 clips from Japan and then like the main event. One other thing, and I don't know where it comes in here because I didn't write it down, was we also have the arm wrestling match.
Oh, it's up
between
next.
Paul. Okay. It's that next. Okay, great. I didn't write anything down for it because there's really nothing to talk about with it besides one thing or 2 things, I guess.
I wrote a lot.
Wonderful. Hit it, bro. Hit it.
All right. So this is what I said. I said, sadly, this is better than half the matches today on this show, period. And here's why. Because the entire time, these 2 are working. There's not a moment where they let it out. There's no like, you see often in modern wrestling, even shit I like, but I just look past it because it is what it is. And a lot of these guys just don't think like this. You'll see in a spot or in a finish, whatever, where somebody clearly breaks character. Not even like, what I mean is they get out of that moment for a minute to make sure they don't fuck something up. That is not present in this. They don't give a fuck. If they fuck something up while they're in character, good. That's what my character would do. And I love that. So Heyman's in there. He's like, fuck yeah, this bitch. And fucking Missy is in her jacket. She's like, whatever, this idiot. I'm going to fuck him up. And so they're like, all right, here we go. And just getting their arm on the table is a whole great spot. Like, you fucking put your arm on there. No, you. Oh, I'll fucking go for amazing. This is real life. This is what people do. If you've ever watched a fight video on the internet, this is how it starts. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, whatever, bitch. You won't do nothing. Oh, I bet your arm. This is real. So I love that. And I love that it's like, all right, arms down. Missy's like, hold on now. I got to get comfortable. Takes the jacket off. I know this is going to shock people. A female has breasts. That just fucking, Paulie, I guess this whole time during this build.
Whoa.
Yeah, this whole time during this build, Missy, God forbid, was actually, dressed professional, quote unquote, because that's a whole other angle to this that's very subversive that, I'm very aware of. I have a wife that speaks and we have conversations about what it's like for her as a woman. So I actually, notice this shit now. So, she takes the jacket off, boobs are everywhere, and this just, Paulie is frozen and she beats him immediately, Yeah. And what I like about it, and this is why it works though, even as awful of an angle as it is, he literally doesn't even get mad. He literally acts like a guy that got knocked out. He's the whole time looking around like, what happened? What? That's it? I just lost? What? There were titties? Wait. Huh?
Wait, why are my pants sticky? I don't understand what's happening here.
Wait, what? I woke up. I always wake up like this, but I didn't know I went to sleep. This is the only issue. So that would have been great. And then Dusty had to add his fucking 2 cents. Let's watch that again. Actually, let's play it 2 times more. And then can any of us men watching blame Paulie? I'd lose. And it's like, brother. Like, it's just, that's the kind of shit that gets you litigated. Like when everyone's in on the little creepiness, that's where we have a problem. So,
yeah,
it's a sign.
Yeah, I think my thing is more kind of like, it was like 10 minutes to set up for 4 seconds of action. It's just like, okay, I get it. That's the joke. And Paulie was being a male chauvinist pig and all that, and Missy, fought back. But Paulie saw boobs, and that apparently is his kryptonite.
Yeah. So,
Hopefully he never sees a vagina, because that would wreck his world.
If she fucking pulls vag next, we might actually...
He'll be hospitalized.
Yeah, we might get on a list or something too, man. But either way, hey, what's your worst nightmare blunt rotation? Ric Flair and the Horseman with LT in his restaurant? Or something else? Because, man, that fucking little video of we're at LT's restaurant. I'm like, oh my God, there's so many felonies at this table right now. There's so much coke on the table. There's no way that before that fucking camera came out, they were like, all right, oh yeah, oh, we gotta record some, oh fuck, right. And Arn's over there pounding beers. He's like, Rick, fuck, you gotta bring the coke everywhere. And he's like, yeah, I do. And then Michael Wall Street and Alexandra York are there, and I'm like, okay. Were they picking something up, or what were we doing on that one?
Well, he's Michael Wall Street, man. He's the connection.
Oh, right.
That's how you get the good Colombian. I know we've mentioned it before, but Rick's hair is just so fucking bad. It's so 8th grade preppy picture or something like that, we get this Rick and Scott match from some kind of backstage situation where the Horsemen were there, and then Scott Steiner confronts Rick and wants the title shot. So he gets the title shot. And you know what? I'm like, it's cool though, because like Scott's newer, and it's cool to be able to see him get, you know, a title shot and kind of move up. I don't know what Rick's like, why not me? But I guess Scott's really kind of the ball of thunder. He's got the, you know, the all the cool moves, all the fucking people up stuff. So it's fun. The match goes. It says here 24-25, but it must be like 20 minutes because it goes the time limit. So it has to be an even number. So.
Oh, it's a whole.
Well, yeah, we'll get it.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
At the beginning of the match, we have a wonderful return from Hiro Matsuda.
No.
He comes back and Ric Flair's like, "Who that dude?" He has no recollection of Hiro Matsuda, I think. And then for some reason, Eligante's just sitting in the crowd too. Yeah. And imagine sitting behind that fucker.
Oh,
imagine paying for a seat sitting behind that fucker.
Yeah, I'd fucking literally just end it all, I think. Yeah, El Gigante, they're trying to get that money out of him. They're like, he sucks in the ring, but can we just have him like sitting? Can he sit? Can he actually just sit there and not fuck something up? No, actually.
Don't slouch. Stop slouching. Sit up. I don't care if the kid behind you is mad.
Yeah, we pay you to have good posture. JR literally also, this is very notable because I do believe this is the first time it's ever mentioned is this. JR just straight up calls it the WCW World Heavyweight title, and I think this might be the first time they ever say that on anything. I don't recall them ever saying WCW World title. They've recently started just doing the WWE thing where they've just have been calling it the World Heavyweight Championship. I haven't heard NWA. It is still technically the NWA. That does not happen till June of this year. And it coincides with obviously Flair leaving the company, which happens in August. No, it's July, right? Because
I think July
Bash is when the whole fucking disaster happens. But either way, so this is the weird flux time. This is like right as like there's pressure from the NWA officially. They're like, no, we're gonna sue you for the name, which is okay. So there's that. This was fun. I like this match only for this reason. It's not a Flair formula match, and that's good and that's bad. And what I mean is there's a lot of moments where Scott is lost in this. There are a lot of moments, especially the finish, where it just seems like he again, another great example of he gets out of character and just stands there for the belly to belly at the end. And I'm like, brother, you hear 10, 9, and there's no urgency. It just makes it look fake as fuck, which again, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good match. To me, it was a good match. The Wrestling Observer newsletter gave it 2 3/4 stars. And this is the only match I got 618 on the cage match. But overall, like, especially compared to everything else in the fucking show, it's an entertaining match. Scott gets good offense, kind of the normal stuff we see. But 20-minute time limit, I'm guessing, because it's on TBS, I'm guessing, and they're held to time restraints better. But yeah, Scott's time management sucks because they start counting down at the end, 10, 9, 8. He then goes for about 3 seconds, decides, hey, maybe I should go for a belly to belly.
Yeah.
And so he goes for the belly belly. Rick's shoulders don't hit the mat until the guy is saying 2. And then all of a sudden the ref gets on there for the fast count. We get through 1. And then the ref keeps counting, and then they time the bell to not match with the timer counter going down.
Horrible.
And Rick all of a sudden can't kick out of belly to belly.
Yeah.
or chooses not to because he's like, I heard the time. The guy said 1. It's over. I don't have to do anything. But it's just ridiculous. Scott is literally standing there for like 7 seconds.
It's awful. And that's probably why.
And we've had it at least once before too, where it was like a time limit draw and somebody was just farting around. It might be a mistake. It was farting around for like 10 seconds. It's like, motherfucker, like intensity, go for it, faster. Like,
I feel like it was Luger, maybe.
It absolutely could be Luger. He seems like somebody who would know how the clock works.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, it was just a sad state of affairs where like it was great. It would have been a great match, but the time was fucked up. But let's be real. Are we going to blame Scott? Did you need half these segments you fucking put on? This could have easily, this is my only thing. We want to blame Scott, and Scott has gone on to say that this absolutely fucked up his, any chance of singles for years. He is like, no,
really?
Yeah. It basically came back to him that like, hey, and that's this is really the beginning of him hating Flair, like for real. He believes in his heart that Flair fucking sandbagged him and that he went into business for himself. I don't know if that's the case. I think Scott was not ready. He was not ready for this. He was not prepared. But let's think about it. Dude's not been in the business longer than probably like 5 years. So it's incredible that he's this good already. So it's just one of those things. And like, let's be real. At the end of the day, it was a TV angle. It did what it needed to do. Are we really like that mad at it? I think the timing.
Rick needed a first title defense.
Yes.
And you're going to win the first title defense. So like Scott or Rick would have been a wonderful choice there. They're tag team champ. They're legitimate, but they're tag team, so they won't win in a singles match against the world champ. Makes sense.
Yep. So I mean, it was what it was. Like I said, I think the timing was odd because I think I can see where in the newsletters everyone's talking about Dusty coming in as Booker, right? So there's this crazy, you got to keep in mind that like last time he was Booker, they were just on the decline, but they were still better than where they are in 91. So there's a lot of like, I'm sure like, oh man, he's going to come in. This Scott match is going to be great. And it's like, it wasn't perfect. And I mean, let's be real. Wrestling fans are wrestling fans at the end of the day. So they bitched and moaned. I don't think it's that bad though. It isn't great, but it's not bad. It's just weird, man. I don't know. But we got Wrestle War coming.
Fuck yeah, we do.
And that looks fucking incredible. We already talked about Lex and Dan. Vader and Stan happening is not nearly as long as it should be. Terrence Taylor against Z-Man. No belt on the line, so that tells me the TV title goes somewhere. I'm not surprised. Or it's just not on the line because it's WCW. Jacko, Victor, and Morgan are back. They're doing a little thing with now the newly repackaged Young Pistols because Southern Boys was too, I don't know, whatever. Dustin Rhodes is already in WCW, so we're starting the Dustin Rhodes greatness arc.
That's great because remember like how Dustin debuted and then.
Yeah.
He even jobbed out the Steamboat in a 3-on-1 match that one time.
Oh.
Dusty leaves, and you're like, oh, Dustin who? Like, was Dustin just put in like a carbonite like Han Solo for the last 2 years? That's funny, man.
We got the
one thing that sucks is that dark tag team match.
Yeah.
I gotta see if we can find that somewhere. That sounds good. Eddie Guerrero and Ultraman versus Hucol and Rudy Boy. I mean, that'd be fun if we could find that.
And Hucolo is the original Zandokan. So that's kind of cool too. And Rudy Boy ends up being the trainer for Shawn Michaels Wrestling School, which ends up having Bryan Danielson. So this is Bryan Danielson's first trainer. So that's also very cool.
Do you know where the hell the royal family has been? Like they came back for the international tournament? Okay.
I think like Indies.
Oh, Dusty's like, I'm back, Jacko.
Yeah.
Got your job, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Get ready to put on some masks.
How about this one? Greatest tag team of all time, or greatest championship in WCW history. The WCW World Six-Man Tag Title match. Apparently, a retention. I'll just spoil it for you guys. Ricky Morton, Junkyard Dog, and Tommy Rich are your champions. They beat Big Cat and State Patrol. And it goes 10 minutes.
Will we see anything regarding the six-man title before this event?
No, not at all. Oh, well, they're calling the belts the WCW belts now, officially, apparently. So, okay, that's happening. What else? Oh, Bobby Eaton, Brad Armstrong. That's going to be incredible. And then what else? Oh, War Games. So this is an interesting War Games.
Zbyszko?
Yeah, Zbyszko's in now. Oh, wait, WCW tag titles. What am I doing before that? Doom against the Freebirds, so that'll be great. Not long enough. Okay.
The Freebirds were just going against Tommy Rich and who was the part? Oh, Alan Iron Eagle. So they went from that to the World Tag Title match. That's great.
Zbyszko and the Four Horsemen, Barry, Rick, and Sid. Arn Anderson is not in this match, which is odd. Against Flying Brian, Sting, and the Steiners. And Many people, and you see that Wrestling Observer score is insane. What is that? That's like a fucking
5.
It's a 5, yeah. Oh yeah. This is a great war game. Some people consider it the greatest of all time. We'll find out. So we've got a fucking heavy card coming. Wrestle War 91, still to this day considered one of the best WCW pay-per-views ever. Ooh, we've got a 3-man, but oh no, Tony's in the Eagles Nest. Never mind. They always list him as a commentator, but he's not. So that's where we're at, man. We are in 91, folks. We're smack dab in the middle. There are acid wash jeans everywhere. There are mullets starting. Fucking, trying to think of something else. Hammer pants. Surely hammer pants are going hard. I know when I was a little kid, I was hammer pantsing. I love those motherfuckers. That's why when Takeshita the other week came out with the hammer pants-esque attire, I was like, fuck yeah. Let's do that. I'm all about that. So.
Okay. I'm looking. I don't recognize the arena name. And so I was just trying to check out what it is. But it seems like it's at the fairgrounds, basically.
Gotcha. That explains a lot. So, yeah. And that's all I got. And we're fucking in the middle of the next district.
Actually, sorry guys, I'm on the Wikipedia page for the Arizona Veterans Memorial Coliseum. So I'll just read a couple quick entries from the Wikipedia page. The Coliseum also hosted a Saturday night's main event taping on February 15th, 1986, which was shown on March 1st, 86, when King Kong Bundy attacked Hulk Hogan at the end of his title defense against Magnificent Miraculous, set up the match at WrestleMania 2. I remember that clearly as a child watching that. So that happened at Phoenix.
That was in Phoenix.
And then it hosted the WCW Wrestle War 1991. So, boom, wrestling makes the Wikipedia page for the Phoenix, Arizona Memorial Veterans Coliseum tournament thingy.
Well, I'm sure there's so many vast events that happen there. But yeah, it was a fun little watch through. There wasn't a lot going on, but it wasn't like as abhorrent as some of the shit beforehand. Like
it was short. It was short. And that's kind of a nice thing. It's like 3 weeks. Like we good.
Yeah.
Give me 3 weeks. That's perfect.
We got 2 good hour editions. It wasn't these 2-hour fucking marathons. So yes, Jim's got the easiest social media in the history of social media. He is the JIMDB on Blue Sky and Threads. I'm everywhere. I'm a psychopath. I am Troubles Wrestling Pod on Instagram and Threads. I am Troubles Wrestling on Blue Sky. I am also one of the fucking cockroaches left on X. I am Troubles Res, WRES. And, and Substack. That's starting to be a thing. troublesweekly.substack.com. I'll put all that shit in the fucking description. Yeah. Just go, you know what? Here's my new thing, and this is probably just going to be my outro. Find something you love in the wrestling world and consume that. And don't worry about the shit that you don't love, because what does it matter to you anyway? I think we got to really understand there's positives to echo chambers when you want to live in a good fucking way, when you don't need all the bullshit outside to come creeping in. What I'm trying to say is, if you don't like death matches, maybe just shut the fuck up. Maybe love what you love and let everyone else love what they love. So let's do that. Let's let everyone mutually love what they love, and we'll see you next week.